So how much water should be in your turtle tank? Now this is quite simple with a few exceptions such as age and species, but in general as much as possible. So for aquatic turtles in general, you want to fill your tank with as much water as possible so that they have the greatest swimming area possible. So make sure there are plenty of ways for them to get air, so like plants as you can see, and bits of decor so they can climb up the sides. Okay, and it's easy access. Just to give you guys another look, as you can see in my Roti Island little tank, I've got plenty of bits of rock where you can climb up, and it's really easy for them to get air. And if, let's say, your species wasn't a great swimmer, then plants on the side, they can quickly climb up the plants, and obviously rock, so that they've got easy access to the basking area as well, so that they can dry out if they need to. So I say this in most of my videos, but make sure you do your research on your species requirements. So let's take an example of a common musk turtle, okay? Quite a small turtle, a bottom walker, okay? So they would probably prefer, if I turn the camera around, they prefer, as you can see, my tank's 4 foot long, okay? And then it's however deep that is, but they would probably prefer it if the water was a bit shallower and if the tank was longer. Obviously I haven't got common musk, so I haven't done that. Obviously not everyone can have a really long tank, so getting a bit of depth and width as well is perfect. You just want as much room for your turtle as possible. Let's take 2 of my species, for example. Let's start with the Japanese pondtails. As you can see, I've got my water level like that. Okay, they're a semi-aquatic turtle. Okay, so they kind of want a slightly longer tank where the water's not quite as deep. Okay, they've got easy access to get up and breathe if they need to on the plants. They can quickly get onto the basking area. They've got a bit of land because they're semi-aquatic. Okay, so it's quite a big basking area. Obviously I could do better, so maybe in future in there. And then here in my baby Diamondback's tank, it's not very deep. Like if I stick my arm in there, you can see I get about my hand and a little bit my arm in there. It's not very deep. He can easily get out, he can swim up. But when he gets to a full-grown adult, obviously, Diamondback's an aquatic turtle, so he will be in a 4, 5, maybe 6 foot tank, and he will get deep water as well as length. Kind of leads me on to my next point, age. Okay, if your turtle's quite young, such as a hatchling or maybe a young juvenile, their water wants to be shallower. Okay, especially if they're a hatchling. If your turtle is literally just hatched out of an egg, I'd be putting it in like an inch of water so that they can just poke their head out straight away. And then as they grow, you can gradually increase that water, and just as they keep putting on weight, as they keep growing, shell keeps growing inch by inch, more and more as their swimming becomes more developed. Obviously it depends on the turtle species. And I just want to point this out, I don't know too much about terrestrial turtles, so probably best looking at another video for that. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you're going to take something away from this video, it's going to be the same as what I say in most of my videos. Do your research, and by doing that, you're going to be able to watch your turtle thrive. Guys, it's a pleasure as always. See you in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. Any questions? Down below.